Hey, y'all. Okay. Happy Wednesday. Is today Wednesday? I don't know. Is today Wednesday or Tuesday? I don't know. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the chat because I really don't be knowing sometimes. So anyway, we're gonna hop right in. Okay. Because this was I got this question. I was talking to someone and I said, oh, they are confusing their technology infrastructure with the customer experience, and they are not the same. Okay. So, technology infrastructure and customer experience are not the same. I don't care what the technology companies try to sell you. And y'all know I love technology. So, this is not a technology conversation hate, right? I love technology. I'm a techie at heart. Okay. However, I think it's so super important to understand that technology infrastructure and customer experience many times are not synonymous. They are not the same thing. So let's talk about what they are so that we can build better customer experiences, better employee experiences, and build better businesses. Okay. So first, technology infrastructure. What is infrastructure? Okay. So infrastructure, if we just look at a dictionary, right? Infrastructure, and I'm going to read it. Okay. Technology infrastructure or infrastructure. Let's remove technology. Okay. Infrastructure is just the basic physical the basic physical need for an operation. Right. So that is infrastructure. What is that basic physical need required to carry out an operation? So if we know that that is what infrastructure is, and so that can be buildings, that could be roads, that could be technology. What is that basic physical need in order to perform a particular operation, activity, task? If we understand that to be infrastructure, we put technology in front of it. Now we're talking about technology infrastructure. So what is the basic type of technology that we need to carry out a particular function or operation or task? Now, what I think is super key for us to understand is the phrase here that says carry out an operation. So we need infrastructure because we need to carry out and perform a particular function. We need to carry out the operation of a thing, which would suggest that we need to have operations, right? We need to have that understood. So we need to understand what our operation is. And so when we think about customer experience, many times we use customer experience and customer service as if they are the same thing, and customer experience and customer service are not the same thing. Customer experience is I like to say, the perception of the interactions that a customer has with the business. It is not customer service. Customer service is the support for a product and or service, right? So if I buy a cell phone and I need to call to pay my bill, I am calling into the customer service because I need support in helping to pay my bill. Okay. If I bought a product and it's not working, or if I have a warranty on something, if I'm calling for healthcare, whatever the case may be, if I call in because I need support on that particular product and or service, that's why I call customer service. But my experience with the organization has begun well before I ever reached customer service. So many times when we think about customer service, or when we think about customer experience, we say that and we're talking about the customer service department, which is one of the epic mistakes. It's not the point of this video. Okay. But I want to make sure that we understand that technology infrastructure and customer experience are not the same thing. Although technology, all right, it supports the function. Infrastructure, the whole point of having infrastructure is so that you can be able to do the thing, right, with ease. So the reason we have roads is so that we can transport things with ease. That's why we have roads. That's why we have the road infrastructure. The reason we have buildings is to shelter us, right? So the reason we have technology infrastructure inside of businesses is so that we can do the function, the operation, the task, the activity, whatever words you want to use there, so that we can do that with ease. So when we think about technology infrastructure, we need to understand what is the operation that we're trying to accomplish. What is the task? What is the thing that we're wanting to scale? Because I say this all the time, technology is there to scale processes. I'm going to say that again for those that are in the back. Technology comes to scale a process. However, technology don't care whether it's a good process or a bad process. It's just going to scale it. So if you have a good process, guess what the technology is going to do? It's going to scale a good process. If you have a trash process, guess what it's going to do? It's going to highlight and scale and magnify the bad processes that you have inside of your department, your team, your organization. And so many times we are, especially in this society right now, this era we're in with AI, having the conversation around AI, automation, all the different things, organizations and leaders are being told, hey, we got this big AI budget. We got this big tech budget. We need to throw technology. And I'm like, let's talk about the process. Let's talk about operations. Why do we need this infrastructure? What is the operation? What is the task that we are trying to scale? Because if we don't focus on having good processes and understand what the function is that we're wanting to scale, then what happens is you get an amazing tool inside of your organization. And what happens is you highlight the lack thereof process, or you highlight trash process. So we need to understand that throwing technology at our processes or no processes does not create a better customer experience. Yeah, I said all that to say that. Throwing technology at a no process does not create a better customer experience. In fact, it highlights your lack of process. It highlights that, you don't even understand you don't even have an idea around what the experience is that you're trying to create. And so when we think about all the amazing technology that is out there, we know this to be true. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about this. I can say this. I'm going to say something and you're going to automatically know what brand I'm talking about. Okay. I pull up to this restaurant and I order ice cream. The ice cream is always down. The ice cream machine is always down. What brand am I talking about? I'm not even going to tell you. Right? You tell me, what brand am I talking about? The ice cream machine it's a matter of fact, it's a part of their brand. It's a part of their brand at this point that you not getting ice cream. You're not, even though it's on the menu, you're not getting ice cream likely 8 out of the 10 times that you pull up to this place. Okay. So that tells us, and this is a huge brand. So that tells us that it doesn't matter how good or amazing or how much money you have to throw at this problem. If you don't solve and you don't fix and address the fundamental issues around the task, around the process, around the function, it doesn't matter that you have a huge budget around technology. It doesn't matter that you even get the best technology, because organizations out there are getting the best technology. And guess what? They're highlighting all their flaws. They're highlighting, guess what? No one tested the IVR because I called in and I selected 3 or 4, whatever the number was for billing. And I'm over in the customer service, I'm in another department that don't have, now I got to get transferred 11 million times again. That's the number. Y'all know this by now. That's the number that my grandmother uses. Okay. 11 million. So again, I know this is not a popular message, but it's one that needs to be had. Okay. It's one that needs to be had because people's jobs depend on them getting their actual job right. And we, so many times, especially in, the industry where we want to sell and push product, we talk about, you're going to have a better customer experience if you do this, but we don't talk about the process. Like, what is the activity? What is the process? What is the thing that you're trying to scale? Because technology is going to scale a process. That is why we have technology. That's literally why we have when we systemize any particular thing and we bring technology into the fold, it's because we want to scale it. So technology does not discriminate against good or bad processes. So you first need to make sure that you're addressing what is the function, what is the activity that you're wanting to accomplish in scale. You don't want to just be out here throwing technology at stuff. Okay. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get an amazing tool if you're lucky, right? You're going to get an amazing piece of technology. And then what's going to happen is you're going to highlight all the lack or trash processes, functions, activities that you have in place. So again, let's recap for those that are in the back. Technology infrastructure, remove technology and let's just focus on the word infrastructure, is simply the basic physical need to, or for an operation. What is the need? Okay. What is the physical need? I'm creating this physical need to perform this task. So to transport and drive on smooth roads, we create road infrastructure. Okay. So buildings keep us safe inside. We create this infrastructure. We have architecture, all the different things. We create buildings. So now put technology in front of infrastructure. We have technology because typically we are trying to scale, automate a particular process. We're trying to systemize a process. So again, technology does not discriminate between a good or bad process. It simply scales it. That's the point for it. Okay. And so when we think about building out our customer experience programs, customer experience is so important that we distinguish the difference between customer experience and customer service. Customer experience is about the perception of the interaction that an individual has with the business. Okay. And that starts many times well before a customer is ever even a customer. When they are on your site looking up the product or price comparing and all of those different things, guess what? The price, I can't get to the price. I can't get through the information that I need to get through. Guess what? I'm not even going to be a customer. So guess what? You don't even have to worry about the experience because the pre-experience, pre-customer experience was so bad. I don't even want to know what it's going to look like to be a customer. So customer experience is more so about the interaction, the perception of the interactions that a customer has with the business, as opposed to customer service is about supporting the product and or service that the business has. And so I think that that's super important. Okay. So that's my rant for y'all today. Okay. We're going to be talking about this in the CX Blueprint Challenge. Okay. So if you want to know more about CX Blueprint Challenge and all the different things that we're going to be talking about in that challenge for the week of April 22nd through the 24th. I think we have like 18 seats or something that's left. We're keeping it small on purpose because we're going to be diving deep and talking about how do we build out good customer experiences that impact employee experience, right? And also make sure that we can do it that's in a way that generates revenue for our business efficiently, build culture as well inside of the organization. So we're going to be talking about that. I can't wait to have you there. If you want more information on it, I'll put the information in the comments, but the website is CX Blueprint Challenge. See y'all soon. Until next time, y'all already know what to do. Go be great. Bye.